Okay. Now you telling me that you was going? How long you was going to the church for?
About 7 months.
Okay.
But before that, he had a little Bible study. You know, I used to kick it with him. Yeah.
Right now. Now you said he married you and your wife, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
That's how I met him.
Right. Now, how many people go to the church on a regular? But like you say, it's Sundays. You go on that Sunday on a regular. How many people be up in there?
Well, it's 20 members, but on a regular, it's probably about 25. He just getting started, 25.
Okay. Now, and you said he went on vacation.
When he first opened up the church, you know, when you get stuff started, your passion, your momentum going, everybody like, Joe, yeah, we gonna make this happen. The first Sunday, the second Sunday, the third, before the third, he was having a meeting, and the meeting was supposed to be about something totally different. But to wind up, he was telling us that he finna go out of town, go on a boat basically and drink champagne. But in church terms, in his terms, we have a family in. Okay, I'm gonna show you how it sounds.
What the fuck did you just say, nigga? What the fuck did you just say?
He finna jump on a boat and drink champagne.
Who?
The pastor and his wife.
The pastor said he about to get on a boat and go sip some champagne.
Basically, that's what's on the damn boat. That's what grown people do. I mean, what are you gonna do? Get some orange juice when you get on there? You know, you already. You know.
Why is he telling y'all this?
Because he finna close down the church. To
go on the boat and go sip champagne. How long he supposed to be closing the church down for? Forever or just?
No, about 2 weeks.
So where y'all supposed to go for 2 weeks?
Well, he told us, frankly, if you want to worship, you're welcome. Which we need his motherfucking permission, but you're welcome to go somewhere else, and then just make sure you come back when I get back. And hit me with that bread.
Hold on.
So, but I'm gonna give you how it sound in church terms. But let me say. So this is what he say. He said, me and my wife had a prior engagement. That it's some families, that's family members of ours that's throwing a boat. They had tickets, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna spend time with family, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna be on the boat, and of course, you know, we're gonna dance and do a thing. And we're gonna give a shout out to the ministry. Now, to me, that's like, nigga. So basically, you finna go on the boat and kick it and close the church, and we supposed to.
Where they get all this money from? Where they get the money from to go do all this shit?
I don't know. That was a good ass question. That is a good ass question.
They taking y'all money on a motherfucking boat right? I'm like, wait, this the pastor talking like this?
You're right, because if you add up 25 members to 20 members,
right? Where they get the money from? How long was they in church? How long was they in service before they came out and said this shit? It sound like a hustle to me, man. What the fuck?
They've been prepared for this shit for like years, and then they get the they renting out a church from another church, by the way. And when he came in there, he said, I can see us as being a mega church.
Hold on, they renting out a church from another church?
From a Seventh-day Adventist church, yeah. Because they do it on Saturday, so they can do it on Sunday.
So they took all the bread and got on the boat and said, see y'all in 2 weeks. Y'all go worship somewhere else.
And make sure you come back when we get back.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, they thought this shit was normal. So, you know, I'm sitting here looking like, wow, you know, motherfucker, I'm supposed to be dedicated. You finna go kick it and drink champagne.
With your money.
Well, basically, shit, yeah, I guess my money floating around in his pocket some fucking well with the rest, but yeah, it's real. So, but it's like wool that they pull over your eyes, like you really like, did I actually hear this shit? Because people like in the room, they kind of hold, the matrix kind of hold them down. Like they don't want to, you know, ain't nobody gonna say, man, what the hell you say? You know, ain't nobody gonna do that. So everybody believe ain't nobody else moving that this shit actually didn't happen. You know, it's kind of hard to explain, but you kind of be like, man, this nigga actually just hear what I said, because in your mind, people like sit up in their seats and do a little response, but under the sheeple act, you just sit there like, you know, you thinking this shit, like everybody thinking, did he just say this shit? But ain't nobody moving.
Right.
So you kind of like.
So tell me in the Bible, in Exodus, when Moses and them, when they cross over the you know, they shut down Egypt and they cross over to the land of milk and honey. And Moses went up on the mountain and they get the instruction from God. What's the first thing that they start doing?
They turned around and worshiping a golden calf.
Why they was worshiping a golden calf?
Well, basically represent that as soon as they get saved, as soon as they're in a comfortable position like the church, as soon as he got what he wants, as soon as everything, he started talking some bullshit. He started talking about leotard jets and Rolls Royce, meaning material items, and not the true nature of what's supposed to be going on. Moses up here trying to get the word. They ain't even think about Moses in the word no more. God was finna kill their ass. Yeah, they worship a golden cow. They got on some whole other shit. This is to say they got sidetracked.
Damn.
So we call it prosperity ministry. That's what you call the golden calf, prosperity ministry. And the Pharaoh was pissed because he didn't understand. He like, wait a minute, I let y'all go. God damn about to kill you. Who the hell was that telling me to let y'all go then? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a mystery that the preachers never, nobody never asks. Just like Jesus walk on water. The body's 75% water and you walking. So you walking on water, but they got you out here literally trying to walk on the body of ocean. That's the water's act. That's like a lot of water signs that do that shit. Before they accept my mathematics or what I just said, they gonna try to walk on the damn water. I hate to say it, but that's the shit that, Matter of fact, the pastor water sign. He don't hear shit you tell him.
Oh, the pastor water sign?
Yeah, it's like talking to he responding, but he not really hearing you. It's kind of crazy. It's like something missing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I go in there, I kick the guy body sometime under the, I slide my beard in or two and I fuck the people head up. And this nigga act like he don't even see it. So it's like, okay, if you a pastor, you believe in God, you try to get the miracle shown, and then here come a miracle and you ignore the miracle. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? There's some twisted, so we gonna call that shit, twisted Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying? We call that shit twisted Kool-Aid.
You said his wife got up there and said he used to jerk off?
Nah, nigga, nah. She be spilling the beans on him. Out of respect for him, ain't gonna bust him off. But she spill the beans on him, you know what I'm saying? And you be like, wow, did she just say that? Wow, did she just, she'll say like some shit like, he didn't even want to come back.
He didn't want to come back from where?
From the boat, from the yacht. So you like, okay, well, what was he gonna do? Stay down there forever? We want, and you be like, wow, she telling on. So if you ain't want to come back, you want to kick it, shit, that's telling me shit. I ain't got to show.
She got up there and said. So after they got back, hold on.
It's supposed to be jokes. It's all supposed to be jokey, but it's like, yeah.
Subliminally, they telling.
She telling on them.
Wait. So after they got back, they got up there and said, okay, we back. Now we almost didn't come back.
Yeah, he sitting up there looking like a little kid, like, you know how you want to go in the house and it ain't dark yet. Like, he trying to not go in the house.
What the fuck type of church is this, dude?
Well, it's supposed to be SOS. It's supposed to be the God bodies. He didn't already start off like this, man. It started off like when the water, you got to understand, you got to study astronomy. I just got to say that. Astrology, I was a non-believer, all that, well, fuck all that, is real. When you understand the nature of that which you're dealing, you can understand it better, therefore you can deal with it better. The God bodies made this. The Europeans took it and put their little tails on it, their little dresses and their little flappy fairy tale shoes. Y'all gotta remember, this is your shit fancied up. He's a water sign. So I can expect the 50 Cent go against the grain, the bully, the grimy, like the liking of grimy.
Emotional shit?
Emotional, but just emotional, just asshole type shit. You know what I'm saying? The liking of being an asshole type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the shit. It's like America. America is built off that. America is a Cancer sign. Businesses is a Cancer sign. They water sign when you see it, not Cancer. It's water.
What you mean?
Because they built off the bully. They're not concerned with the next man. It's all about them. Business is all about them. They tell you work 7 days a week, 22 hours a day. That's bully shit. That's how the water sign act. And then their Lord nature, that's what they be on, that bully shit, unconcerned with the next man. The nigga keep smacking the nigga upside his head. It ain't funny no more, but he just keep doing it. He keep doing it till you be like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he getting a kick out of it, Like the little shorty, like I always say, he the one with all the candy that got more than enough to give you, but say, nah. And then be fucked up when you don't even want the candy. Yeah, that's y'all the nature, like a fire sign. They always want to kick it. You trying to chill out. They really got to feel the moment. They can't use their imagination. They really got to touch the moment. Like if we got to do something. Let's watch TV. No, we got to go. Fuck watch TV. We got to go to the show and watch the show. Well, watch TV at the show like that. You got to go through the whole experience. Put on the clothes, put in the music, the ceremony, right into the show, cutting the show on, sitting back eating popcorn, all that shit, and plus the ego. So, you see one under the ego, he gonna be kind of ego, like, I do this, I do that. He ain't gonna really be listening to you because he too going off his ego, like he the most coldest, and so forth and so
on. So you still fuck with him?
Not really, man. I came to I gave him a prophecy.
Did you tell him?
Yeah, I told him, Joe. He called me up and asked for the fire. I was respectful, but he told me, he said, did I offend you in any type of way? And I was like, no, You know, he called me. He wanted to hear, and I told him about himself. Yeah, I had to tell him. But he called me and shit.
What'd you tell him?
He was like, man, Joe, did I feel you any type of way? I said, man, many times you don't even listen, man. I told you I don't get mad. Joe, mad at something, you want to hurt him off, or you want to beat him off, or you want to do something to hurt, you know, be real mad. I said, no, I'm more disappointed. And he like, you know, he did the dog thing, like, you know, and I was like, you know, like a parent to a child. You raise your child, you heal your child, you give every child everything, you hope for the best, and then they turn to be a crackhead like that. I felt disappointed. It's that type of disappointment. He was like, oh, he was quiet as hell. I said, I got 2 words for you. He like, what up? I said, Adam and Eve. I said, Adam stopped listening to God, Eve started listening to him. He remember he quiet as hell, and I said, man, Joe, I said, honestly, I said, the route you going is kind of taking me for a loop. You started off on some family shit, some God body shit. We gonna make this work, but now all of a sudden you talking about leotard jets and Rolls Royces under the Prosperity Act. I said, I don't even fuck with shit like this. I really don't even go to church, but I'm in here trying to, you know, do some things. And this what you got? I'm like, come on, man, this ain't, you know. I just told him, you know what I'm saying, his action was bogus. You know, him closing the church. I said, if God looking down on you, would he frown or would he smile? You know what I'm saying? He got Jezebel in there with the short skirt. He told us we were going to be the women dressed properly, but when he see one in there with the short skirt, he got up there doing the announcements. He can't even think straight looking at her booty. I mean, then he get to talking a sermon. He talking about,
damn.
You know, he got his mind discombobulated, man. He get to saying the same shit over and over. He be trying to pull the wool over people's eyes, you know, and then he got like, you know, you can tell when he get mad. If you don't come to church, he tries to crack, say some shit, you know, and he be like, nigga, this nigga actually doing this. But yeah, he was foul, man, real foul. He been foul for a minute.
So you saying he under the lower water?
Hell yeah. Lower water, you know, he don't even, it's like his own movie. He playing in his own movie, and you just actors, no matter who you are to him and what relationship you is to him, and you still just he the star. So you can get killed. He might go, oh, but he gonna keep on running, cause you know he the star, you know. You get hit by a car, oh, that's bad, but he gonna keep on running. He never gonna really have compassion for what's happening to the next man. Cause, you know, he the star in his own movie, and the way, even when you prophesy and tell a motherfucker something, if it don't play like that, out like that, he gonna make it play out like that. He gonna try to see it, trick his mind and see it like you know, the movie all bogus. This ain't what's happening in reality, but he gonna trick himself into seeing it. The problem is, he don't know that he don't consider the person next to him. Like, nigga, what you think they thinking? Because this reality I can see you acting towards don't line up with the shit I see in real life. But he not paying attention that the person next to him can see this. You can fool yourself, but you can't fool the motherfucker sitting next to you. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of look crazy. So one day he in church, go to church, nobody in the damn church. So instead of seeing everything I tell him came to fulfill the prophecy and give me a call and holler about it, he up there talking and he say, well, you know what? It's funny how when people get everything they want to be blessed, they don't come to church. So he lining it up, equating that ain't nobody in church because he done blessed everybody so good that they don't need God no more. And this is how he's
justifying.
Yeah, this shit. But he got people, you know, he's saying this shit. Yeah, this is how he justifying it. Instead of seeing the prophecy that I gave him, that your whole shit was backwards, ass backwards. You know what I'm saying? You taking motherfucking scripts, redoing them, and then putting them back to us. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, yeah, that's him. But his wife see the truth. You know, evidently she like, wait a minute, nigga, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Well, you gonna, anybody hear that? You know, like, man, you tell me ain't nobody coming in here, but you thinking like, this nigga up here preaching.
Bullshit.
Pulling the wool over your eyes, you always gotta think. To me, I had to trick myself to say that. That took too much energy. Or he had to put me on to the bullshit he was on. One had to happen, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't gonna be no just me kept doing it, you know what I'm saying? I just used to bust him out all the time, you know. They tripped out, man. But you gotta watch what sign you under. Like a fire sign church, you'll be in there partying a lot. You know, there'll be a lot of shout outs. You know, hey, sister, brother, hey, there'll be a lot of singing and clapping, and they'll have more wine in there, so that's a fire sign, you know, you'll know. There's a lot of kicking it in there, you know what I'm saying? Everything, like, they spend like 15 minutes on the word. Fire sign got everything else, you know, announcements, shots out, singing, and where the party, you know, the meetings and stuff, and the picnics, you know, that's all it is, 15% preaching. Shit, water. They had you in there talking about somebody that ain't even in your church. I mean, ain't nobody in here crackhead, dope fiend, and nothing. He talking about crackhead.
Don't even apply with the thing.
They talking about shit that don't apply with nobody in there. that don't apply in no type of way. Then they tell you, I ain't talking about y'all, and you're like, well, who the fuck is you talking about, and why is you talking to me? You know, so it's like, oh my God, they the worst because it's like, how can I put this, man? Damn, it's like you gotta get a shot from a doctor, and he got this long ass needle. You already like, why the needle so long? Did he put it in there? But he's squeezing your arm and then fucking up and like, hold on, wait a minute. Then it's like that. You like, man, what the fuck is you doing? Just put the needle in there. That's how these motherfuckers is. Oh shit. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Shit. That's how the motherfuckers is. Real talk, dog. You just leave their ass alone. Leave the situation. They don't give a fuck about you. It's all about them. They always telling their story. They always got to be somewhere. Like the part, like the shit is about them. Like the church, they is the church. Can't nobody do shit but them. Even though that reality is showing them a different paradox that 90% of the population sees, this motherfucker see it different. Damn. Benny Siegel, get your ass knocked out. Some type of way you feel compelled to go hard on some motherfucking mixtape, diss albums. How can you rap saying you the king Don Dada and block that knockout out your mind at the same time?
No, you gonna block out the fact that you wasn't even supposed to say the shit you said.
Yeah. Like I wrote the lyrics, but you supposed to be down with these niggas. How do you do this, man? What God do you worship? That's all I got to say, man. How?
That's why I fuck
That's
with
a gift.
That's why I fuck with the Water Signs.
Because they get to trick your own mind is a gift, Joe. That's a real, you know, that's a gift.
Oh, put this shit on my channel, G. Oh, put this shit on my channel. Oh, that's
what channel? YouTube?
YouTube channel, yeah.
You gonna throw some visual over it?
I don't know, but I'm gonna throw it on there.
You gotta throw some visual, Joe, to make it look. What the hell else you gonna put on it?
Hey,
if you put it on YouTube,
subscribe to my channel.